Hey, good morning and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to go over some of the dahlias that we have growing in the garden, some celosia, sunflower zinnias, and a couple of xanthus. Alright guys, we're not going to look at the powdery mildew. This bed has really fought it. We have Bridezilla, Holly Hill Miss White. Down here we have a Holly Hill Miss White seedling. They have a creamy lavender center. Bridezilla, when it's closed, it's actually really gorgeous. This next bed is Rivers Yellow Snow. I'll remove this bag so you can see how gorgeous and vibrant this is. The bloom does go back very far. I have noticed that some of them, with this 90+ degree temperatures, they have been burning on the back of the bags. And this one, the powdery mildew is not as bad, but it's still there. We're working on it. Another thing I want to point out is the netting. These are 4x8 beds. I am going to do 2 layers of netting next year, because when you get really heavy stems, the netting just pulled this one down. And this is 20th Ave Old Major. I really love this bloom. I like the lavender in it. It's coming off on the camera kind of pinky, but in real life it's a softer lavender. This is 20th Ave Mom. It's a wonderful ball. Now I use organza bags to protect the blooms from any bugs. Then over here is 20th Ave Pink Cloud. This bloom has gone over, but it's still very beautiful. We got another one right here. And I didn't singe this bag yet. It needs to be tightened in the bottom there, so bugs can go in there and get it right now. This is a seedling titled 109 from my friend Lauren. You can see how lovely that is. We have 2 109s, a 31, and a 57. 57 is in bloom or in bud stage, won't be long. 31's right here. I've cut, you can see that on the shorts. This is Luann. Oh, a bug got in there. This one kind of reminds me of a koi goldfish. K.A. Snow Joe. It's a wonderful white. This big one right here is Blast Off, and I can see why it's getting its name. Can't wait to see what the bud does. This bud, this bed is an overflow one. So my friends were sharing different tubers and cuttings, and I did purchase this one right here. It's Clearview Panthea. Sure I'm saying that wrong. I have Mystique, My Cinder Rose went bad, and then WB Cecil, Lakeview Lucky. I have Coral Sea, and then some Labyrinth and Labyrinth Sports, and Irish Erin. This bed is new to me. We have Levi's Confessor, Rivers Artichoke, Michaela Miranda, Mystery Tuber, and then a couple Australian ones. This is Clearview Jessie. The blooms are getting bigger and bigger. The sun has been over 90 degrees, So a lot of these are being washed out. It's supposed to have a pink hue to it. So I can't wait to see when the temperatures are going to be dropping in the week. That is Corabelle Astrid, Corabelle Jessie. There's an electrical, an RM electrical. I have a Fairview Pilot, and then a couple seedlings. This bed is for next year. Basically, I have 4 plants down the middle of AC Leo. So I have a friend who was in the Dahlia Society. He passed away, and his name was Leo. So we're growing all the Leos we can this year to supply the club for a challenge flower next year for Cincinnati Dahlia Society. And that will be the flower that is just really extra special. This bud up front is Clearview Lila. It's a very healthy size one, so I can't wait to see what that is because it's new to me. This is a water lily bed, and I lost a couple of them, so some friends gave me Rogue Starburst. I had Sandia Berthia, Sandia Bliss, Holly Hill Daydream. I had Carolina Wegman, Dutch Pearl, and a Jasmine one all in here. And I put really good potted soil in here, but the water was draining so quickly it needs more clay. So some of them have struggled. We'll correct it after the end of the season. This is the same situation. Too much of bag mix and not enough stuff for the water to hold on to. And we have some new flowers to me. RM Electrical, RM Pink Sugar, and RM Digits are all in this bed. I did plant K. Khaleesi and K's Desert Rose. And a few other ones over there. The tag washed off. I used a paint marker. Oh, Lakeview Lady. That's right here. I do remember that one. And this bed here is a bed that was gifted me from Susie and Mark. There's a lot of white in here. And there are some seedlings as well. I did plant this one in June, and we're just starting to get buds, but a lot of them I started indoors or I got cuttings, and it just seems like this year has been a little bit slower if you didn't start in February. So I pull out a lot of my tubers in February and start them indoors and plant them out when they have roots. This is 20th Ave Reina seedling. So you can kind of see it's not a ball anymore, it's a stellar, but it does have the same coloring. It's beautiful. I like it. It's going to stay around next year. Hopefully it overwinters well. This is another new to me on this side of the bed. It's Rivers Jaden, Rivers Heather, Rivers Rosie, and yeah, I guess that's the new Rivers there. Heather, a dear friend of mine, gifted me these. And then this is Allen's Smoky Skies, Allen's Bella. This is new. I purchased Allen's Bella, Showcase, and Heat Wave, and my tubers came damaged, unfortunately, and they just never, I tried anyways to limp them along. They didn't make it, but Bella did, and she's beautiful. She has a white undertone and a dark purple. I popped off its head on accident. On the other side is 20th Ave Pure Prince, and you can see again almost all summer it's been high 80s and 90s. Things are washing out, but they will be a beautiful pale purple lavender as the season comes on. That guy right there is not Pure Prince. It's a different one, and I can't remember the name of it, but it's gorgeous. This was a First Love and Seedling and Roseanne Brown Lisianthus, and they got a little unwieldy for me. The wind came through and definitely did pull some of these down. I will have to double net next year. This bed is a 20th Ave Pure Prince on one side. And you can see the range of the different lavenders. Carolina Wegman. The one next to it was the Chateau Bordet sunflower. Water lily, I did lose it. That's okay. And a couple other ones that were gifts from my friend Mark. I asked him for a lot of whites and peaches. And this is one of his breeds. This is a Colorette that he grew from seed and brought to the market. This is my Status bed and my seedlings from Lisianthus that I started from seed, stuff that I saved from last year, and they're looking actually really fantastic. So if you're ever wondering, I saved Coralie Light Pink and Roseanne Brown seedlings last year. I had a couple champagne as well, but these have come along a little bit slower than the other ones, which is perfect because it's like I have a second flush. Oh, someone came over here and ate this guy, didn't he? But they look beautiful. I can see the Coralie lesson learned. The lavender out here with all the rain that we got, it just browned up. I'll just have to come out and chop it down. I was hoping that the new blooms I would be able to use those. Now we're into my fall beds. This is Clearview Blaze, and at the bottom is Levi's Blue Smoke. I bought Clearview Blaze to show along with Bloomquist Jean. Here's another Bridezilla. And I have a few Bloomquist Jeans. And I got a whole bunch of Rivers Can't Elope. And I shared them with my friends for next year. So I have just a few left. This one didn't get staked well. It would have been right up here. But yes, Rivers Can't Elope is a winner. You need to get your hands on it for next year. Next door is my Bull's Blood, DS Doors, and Jackie's Red Devil, and K Mocha Katie. I love the look of this and the darkness. And this guy came over here. This is similar to that. They go well together. K Mocha Katie. I trialed Cozy Town Mason, a couple seedlings, and if you looked at my shorts, this was the Bloomquist Allen K Mocha Katie seedling. It was really pretty. Next up, this is my Copper's Boy bed, and I do have Crazy for Riley Quinn in here as well. But what I'm noticing with Copper's Boy, with the 90-degree temperatures over and over again, the petals are blasting off the back. So they just kind of fly off. They weren't doing that earlier. It was more a ball shape. But this time, I just think they're done with the heat. Which, they're lucky. We're going to get a break. Not too long. I think this is the last week of the 90s that we're going to get, hopefully. There's a couple seedlings right here. And this is Orange Globe. I loved this plant last year. The only downfall is it has very thick stems. But this is more like a coral pink, dusty rose globe versus orange. But come fall, it will also change colors a little bit. This next bed is my pinky bed. We have Valley Porcupine. And then I guess it's pinky purple because I have one plant of Brian R. And I absolutely love that plant. I've cut hard on it. You can see how many times I've gone after it. But the blooms are big and it's beautiful. It's a fun color. AC Twist. She's tall, and I think I have 4 or 5 plants on that side. Roban Bubblegum. And next to Roban Bubblegum, we have a Crazy Love. Where are you at? There it is. And I do like this plant. The bugs are really attracted to it though, which is unfortunate. Next to that is my Bloomquist Mojo, which has been really washed out from all the weather, and it's really attracted the powdery mildew. I cannot win. Fighting it over and over again, and I keep losing. I lost the tag to this one, but I do think it's beautiful. And this one's a nice one as well. It's kind of a mauvey color. I like it. This is a nice white one as well. The tag is missing, unfortunately. And then next to it is Verones DF, and it's a stellar, and it's beautiful. I love the petals, and I like the colors. Next to that bed is my Bloomquist Allen with One Penny Lane on this side of the road. Last year it did really great, but this year it got attacked by a bug, and I've hacked on it a lot, but we'll see if it will recover. It gets a feeding tonight with some organic feeding, and we'll see if it does better. This is a beautiful foliage as well, and this plant is pretty. It has a nice soft pale color. No buds on it currently that you can see. This is Sweet Natalie, and it looks a little bit darker than what it's supposed to be. It's more of a white with a pale pink. Clearview Netta. This is a hot pink and purple look. I do have a couple of friends that need that bloom this week. Next to it is Clearview Jonas, 20th Ave Gwen. There's Jonas right there. Clearview has some nice dahlias too. A Blight and Softer Gleam. This one says Cozy Town Baby Cakes. I think that's pretty. And then we have Peaches and Cream. Everyone loves Peaches and Cream. And that's actually going a little bit lighter right now than it was earlier. On the other side, we have a wonderful pale yellow. It's called MM Buttercream. And then Blight and Softer Gleam. And the final two beds. This one's a K.A. Bella Luna. Another Bella Luna, but a little bit smaller. We have Penny Lane. Well, we got a seedling in there. And then a Mocha Katie. This one is a Lacinated. I think this one might be mismarked. It might be the Lavender Blush. Pick up this stem. It's a K. Penny Lane. And then there's an Irish Candy, maybe, over there. It looks like it got damaged from the bag and the bugs. Alright, this is Lakeview Premier. It has more of a lavender center when it's closed, and it's been a really beautiful bloom. I have two plants of it. This is a seedling from last year, I believe. I named it One Happy Joni. It's doing well. And we have either K Chiffon or Lavender Blush. It's kind of hard to tell because it's been so hot. It is a mega bloom for sure. And I planted a whole bunch of them. And they're very tall. And real quickly, I wanted to show you Celosia row. All kinds of Celosia down this row. And then we intercropped some zinnias. It's the new ones from Johnny's. There's some cactus ones. Oh, and there's some sunflowers. These are the gold lights. Yeah. A guave? Maybe that one's called. But look at this. Aren't these beautiful? I have so much. Oh, and then we have a dahlia seedling that's getting ready to show us her colors. Celosia comes in all different kinds of shapes. I'm growing some purple zinnias that I started just about a month ago for a friend. These dahlias are a little bit lower to the ground, hoping that they pop up. We got some mountain mint. That one's going to be interesting, isn't it? That's a seedling. Everything in the field, except for just a few, is from my friend's seed. And she saved that from Lee's Sugar Rush. Oh, I've been waiting on this one too. It's a big bud. Oh, it's going to be lavender. Yes. Awesome. And some yarrow. We have some basil. More sunflowers. Any spot that I saw that I could throw one in there, I did. More basil. Scabiosa. Fama white scabiosa. Papermint scabiosa. It's almost done. That's Ozzy, my brother's dog, and Toby, our dog. Looks like it's about time to get crazy again. Another bud coming. And then guys, look at this bud. Isn't this just gorgeous? I love it. And we got a couple sunflowers. This is from Johnny's. It's the orange light. Got a couple more of those. That's going to be awesome. And over here, I trialed some eucalyptus, some blue glitter, cosmos. There's some mint down there, and mahogany hibiscus, some comfrey, and some pumpkins. We're on our last row, so we have more mountain mint, more of the lavender, purple zinnias. This is second year yarrow. It's got too much water right here, so I'll need to move it. A lot of the floret zinnias and Dawn Creek zinnias. And then here is a first year yarrow. It's Love Parade from Baker's Creek. I'm already getting this spot, but I did plant these out in late March, early April. Golden Hour. I haven't had many of the full doubles that I would like to have. Here, let's see a cucumber beetle. And then I have a lot of field yarrow that I went ahead and plant, and there's a couple dahlias that are intermixed here too. The pollinators have really made themselves at home here. There's field yarrow. And that's just the white basic yarrow, but I find that the florists here need that just as much. And we got Victoria Wedding zinnias. And now we're on Benary Giants. This is a salmon. More of the field yarrow. That's ready to be cut. And a couple carmine, which is like a salmon, but a little bit more pinky. I think that's going to do it for the tour today. Guys, I hope you really enjoyed seeing what's growing. I looked at August last year and compared. We had so much rain this year. I really think that helped a lot of the plants grow, and we are doing very well. I think starting dahlias in February, or waking them up in February, is key for Kentucky, Zone 6B, because we get so much rain in May that my plants are in raised beds, so they're not soaking, but they already have root systems, so they're not melting down and rotting as easily. They're growing. They're doing well. So I think that's something to be considered for next year. Another thing I considered is I'm growing the whites first, and I'm starting the darker colors second. So if I don't have enough space, I'm definitely doing the whites first. And I think having your beds organized by color is really helpful. And then having your extra beds that you can have overflow for new stuff that people want to gift you or you want to trade for is great. And keeping your seedlings separate and tagging them maybe with the color. Like maybe next year all my seedlings will have a different color tag, and then I can keep track of them a little bit better. Thanks for following along, and have a great day, guys. Bye.